Lizzie's World of Gems. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Flirty Friday. How is everybody today? It is Thursday evening that I'm filming this because I want the video up early in the morning because I have things to do tomorrow and I unfortunately won't have time to diamond paint in the morning. So I thought I would get this out tonight. I feel pretty good. I was super tired when I got home from work, but I started watching some people's lives and, got into diamond painting. I'm doing the painting. I'm sorry that right now it is all 310 life. And I might have to pause to go get more 310s because I just realized that I should have done that before I started filming. But that's okay. This is all the 310 I have left out. I have to go get my extras in a little bit. But as you can see, it's going. I'm almost to the end of the row, the first row. I'm going to work on it tomorrow evening, and tomorrow as much as I can, I'm going to concentrate on this painting and get some of it done. That way I can start showing you at the end, how much I've done. Like little reveals, like I usually do at the end of my videos. But right now it's kind of like not really anything for me to show. So that's why I haven't really shown it. I worked Wednesday, Thursday this week. Today was the big clean. I hate the big cleans. I always hate it on sanitation day. And while they were cleaning on the sanitation, we ended up stickering stickers on Jameson Farm boxes again. And I like doing that. I could have done that all day if they let me, because it's kind of relaxing. And you get to work with somebody. And you can talk, and you can actually hear each other talk. So I enjoyed that. And then at the end of the day, the Ministry of Labor was in, and everybody was in a panic. They have been really on us with this COVID-19 since the COVID-19, and because we have offshore workers, they've been really on our tails. Plus someone called in, I think I said this before, someone called in saying that they didn't feel safe at work during COVID, but the ministry feels that they're doing as much as they can to keep us safe, so whatever. But then there was other issues they saw when they were there, so like everybody's like in a tizzy when they walk through the door, because they could shut you down if they really wanted to. But yeah, so he was there at the end of the day, and I'm like, oh, I need to go for break while this guy's in here, because I do not want to be out here when he's in here. And it just lucked out that I was on break, but when I came back, he was still in the room, but he left pretty quickly. He didn't come to my line, thank gosh. So I was quite happy about that. But I finally got to see Apple Time. He is back this year. I don't really see the Jamaicans too much because they're not allowed to come over to our side, but somehow today he was on our side. I don't know why. But I was so happy and excited to see that he made it back again this year. And he's like, he's like, Apple Time. I'm like, Apple Time. Oh, I missed you, Apple Time. It's just our inside joke. It's our inside joke because I asked him one day what his initials were, and he said Apple Time. So now I always call him Apple Time. So, yeah. It was nice to see him today. And I had not too bad of a day, other than I was super tired. My feet always hurt. I think I need to buy insoles for my boots or something. I don't know. Because my feet are hurting. Tyler had a pretty, well, Tyler did the big clean, because he gets wrapped into having to do the big clean. And then when we started back up again, we were doing sunrise mixed veg, and that's pretty easy for him to dump because it's a mix, so it's not hard as a rock. So he had a fairly easy day. So he's out right now, thank gosh, so he won't be bugging me while I'm filming. But he went out with some guys from work. I think he's at the guy's house. They're all buds. They're all hanging out together. Him and this other guy that dumps with him, they become pretty good friends. They worked together before at a different factory, and then now they're both working together where I work, and so now they're starting to hang out together, and it gets him out of the house. And then he was like bugging me the other day to take him to London because he wants to get his beginners to drive, because he had his BC one, but apparently the BC one is not valid in Ontario, which I don't really understand this method. Like, I wish I was there to find out if this is actually true, because sometimes I wonder if Tyler gets information properly. I don't even know. But anyways, he says it's not valid, and I don't understand why it wouldn't be valid in Ontario. Why they couldn't just switch it over to an Ontario one is beyond me. But he wanted to go, and I'm like, well, Tyler, call, because, you know, during COVID, we don't know what's open and what's not. And he's like flipping out because he doesn't have his health card. And I'm like, well, Tyler, I'm sure your BC one is good right now because of COVID. They haven't really updated anything. They've extended everything. Like Alyssa's got extended because hers was due too. But every time I ask her now, like, let's go do it, she's like, oh, well, my hair. Because this is the first year she gets her picture done on hers. Because when they're little, it's just a flower. But when they get older, then when they turn 16, they have to actually take a photo ID. Oh, I loved it. Like, before, the health cards used to be white and red, and I had my white and red one for the longest time, and they never made me switch over to the new one. And then finally I got dinged to switch to the new one, and I was so upset because the white and red one was so easy because you didn't have to go renew it or nothing. You just went to the and you just used it. So yeah. But now I have a green one, which I have to take a picture. But the good thing about mine is it always renews when my license renews. So then I know when I have to go, I can just do them both at the same time because it's at the same place. So yeah. In BC, they have to actually pay for theirs, like they do their driver's license. But here in Ontario, we don't. So I'm grateful for it, but I'm sure someday they'll make us pay for it because, you know, they like to gouge, the government likes to gouge you every which way they can because they don't gouge you ready for your license of $180 and your sticker $180. Speaking of which, I gotta get my sticker in August for my car because my birthday's in August. I'm gonna be a whole whopping 47. Ugh. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. But I'm really enjoying this painting. Like, I don't even want to do, like, I can use my multi-placer and look, it looks beautiful. Well, except for what I just did right there. Like, these drills are amazing. Like, I think I'm going to buy from this company again because the quality of their gels is really good. Like for like black, like look at it. Like come on guys, like this looks good. Like I'm so amazed on how good this is. And I know there's a lot of black, but I think this is gonna look super good when it's done. Super, super good. Really, really, really enjoying it. Oh my gosh, when I got home too, I had the sneeze. I had a sneeze attack. Sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. So I got my bonus, so now I have to figure out what I want to buy, what company I want to spend some money on. So in the comments down below, let me know where you think I should get a diamond painting from. I don't know. So I really, really wanted to get something from a different store. I have plans for one painting that I was thinking about getting, but I really want to try out a new company, because you know, like not an AliExpress company. I want to try out another company that's just out there that is going to be more expensive to get because the shipping's more, blah 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 blah. So yeah. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should get Diamond Art Club because I got the extra cash. But I haven't even gone to look at Diamond Art Club to see what they got. And Saturday, don't they do new releases? So maybe I'll wait and see what they pop up on Saturday. I don't really know. It might be nothing that I don't fancy, so I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't want to go overboard and go crazy spending all my money. But I would like to get something, a treat for myself, so that I have something pretty. This year is all about trying new companies, and that's why I did my Panda Bear, because it's Timmy Arts. I've never done a Timmy Arts. This company, I've never done this company. It's all about trying to do variety. Other than Mr. Diamond Painting is usually the pink raspberry, only because it's convenient to me. But I want to try out all these different companies, so that's why I've been doing them. So after the Panda Bear, I'm going to do a pretty neat creative. I'm going to do that one of the leopard, because I want to try them out and see what they're like. So it's all about, and if you've noticed, the majority of the paintings that I do get from these companies, I get in square, because I figure if their squares are good, then the rounds must be good too. It's just a think I think in my head, but it could be also wrong. Who knows, right? But I do enjoy squares a lot. Like, round I can get done faster, but squares, I just love the detail in squares. Like, squares are my favorite. I'm gonna have to admit now that squares are my favorite. But it is what it is, right? And Alyssa's in there screaming and talking to herself. I don't know who she's talking to. Her phone. She got a brand new phone. She's living on it, living on it. On a new phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more black. I'm gonna have to pause the video to go get more black. And then I do have a story today towards the end. Right, basically my story is going to be around romance, like a romantic evening. How many romantic evenings have you experienced in your lifetime? That's what I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the video. I just wanted to give you like a recap of my week. But you know, I do live a pretty boring life. I'm not gonna lie. So, pretty boring. I'm a pretty boring girl. Next week I go with the other shift. I just finished the 2-week rotation with Tyler's shift. Tyler's going on nights. So Monday I go back to the other crew. And Tyler's gonna have to, poor guy, he's gonna have to walk to work because he can't get a ride with me. He gets a ride with me when we work together, but he usually gets a ride home from his friend that works with him. But to go there, he usually walks. We don't live too far away from work, but it's still quite a hike, but he's young, right? He can do it. He needs to get his beginner so he can buy himself a little car or whatever kind of vehicle he wants to get. He said if he had his license and he had a car, he wouldn't be here. I don't know what that means. But, yeah. That's the way my son thinks, I guess. But I don't know how long he's going to be at his friend's house. He went there last time too on our day off. So I don't know what they're doing. I think we take for granted of what's going on, and we're like, because, well, we all work together, but still, you don't know where your coworkers have been. I don't know. All I know is this painting is looking darn good. Oh my gosh, I had a sneezing fit. I don't know if I got allergies or what. But I'm going to go get more black, and I will be back in a flash. I'm back. Told you I'd be back in a flash. Three pouches. See how far that gets me. See how far? Oh, I just dropped a whole bunch. See how far that gets me. Easy way to pick up drills. You just press your fingers on them, and they usually come right up. A little trick for the trade, people. I gave you a trick today. Oh, maybe this is too much. I don't know. No. It's all good. It's all good. There. Now I am complete. Kinda. Sorta. So yeah, that's pretty much the roundup of my week. I have the weekend off. I got quite a few diamond paintings in the mail. I think I'm just gonna see how I feel on Saturday, and I'm just gonna film, and then I'll just have them done and ready for when I want to put them up every week. I only want to do one unboxing a week. So I got 3 of them that I have to do. Plus, I really want to see them, so I don't open them until I do the unboxing. And that gets super hard when they're just sitting there and you really want to look at them. That one didn't work out very well. So I want to do that this weekend, and I'm going to do that on Saturday. And then Saturday, I think I'm going to try to concentrate on finishing that panda bear. So I can start the Pretty Neat Creative. Oh my gosh, in the video, I kept on saying Pretty Neat Creation. I don't know where I come up with these things in my head. I just do. When I get something in my head, it just sticks, and then that's what I go with. I know. I don't know how you guys put up with me. Because I'm just a scatterbrain. Oh, gosh. Gosh whiz. I am. I'm a scatterbrain. Scatterbrain today. Every day. Really. Every day is a new adventure with Lizzie's World of Gems. I'm just joking, guys. Just joking. It could be a new adventure, though, if we really wanted it to be. So, I was talking about romance. Now, I am a sucker for romantic movies. They are my favorite. I love watching the Women's Network because they play the Hallmark movies here in Canada. I'm pretty sure some of the cable providers do actually have the Hallmark channel, but the cable provider that I have, I don't really have a cable provider. I get my TV from my internet company, so they're fairly new in Canada, so they have quite a bit of channels, but they don't have everything. And I don't pay for everything, obviously. Sometimes I wonder why I even pay for it when I have a Fire Stick, but whatever. I still like the TV. I still like watching my TV. I like, oh, there's a train tonight. I never notice the trains at night, probably because I have the TV blaring at 100 decibels. Because, you know, my hearing is horrible. So, you know, just typical of stuff. Probably because I've worked in loud factories all my life, and that's why my hearing is no good, worth poop. And then this morning when I got to work, I forgot my earmuffs in the cafeteria. And I'm like, because of COVID, we have to enter, and then the next crew has to come out. And when I realized I had already entered, so I basically had to wait for them all to leave so that I could run out and get my earmuffs. And then they're like, going to the washroom already? I'm like, no, I forgot my earmuffs. So I saw a few of them when I went back through, but I'm like, I'm going to work with you guys next week anyway, so what's the difference? But anywho, it is what it is. So I had to run back because it was so loud in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need my earmuffs. I cannot be in here. Plus, I'd get in trouble if I didn't have my ear protection on because it is super loud. It is super loud in the packaging hall. When the machines are running, it's super loud. It's so loud you can't hear anybody talk. And the operator that I'm working with this week, she talks very low. And she'll be blah, 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 on and on. And I'm just looking at her like, I did not hear a word you just said to me. Because it's like, I can't hear her.
The frustrations of working in a factory, I tell you. So I got off topic again. So I was talking about I'm a sucker for romance. I like watching those TV shows. So I haven't really had very much romantic stuff happen to me in my lifetime. Is that sad? I think it's sad. I only can remember one romantic thing that has ever happened in my life. And it was not even my ex-husband that I experienced this romantic thing with. And that's sad to me. It's sad because it's just sad. I think it's sad. But I had a romantic, well, let's say the romantic thing someone has done for me. I'm not saying romance, fall in love, blah, 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 blah. That's totally different. I'm thinking about a romantic gesture, kind of So, last week I was talking about the one boyfriend that I met at a party and both guys had their hands on. I'm talking about that guy. So, Jay. I'm going to say Jay was the only guy that did anything romantic for me, and it was... So, I haven't told this story about him, but there was a big spiel that a friend of mine, he cheated on me with a friend. Oh God, I could get into that story too. Maybe I'll tell that story next week. But anyways, he cheated on me with a friend. We broke up and then we got back together again. So this is the second time we got back together again after he cheated on me. And then for some reason, he really expressed how much he cared about me. And it was Valentine's Day weekend. Now, his birthday is the same day as Alyssa's, which is really weird, but it is. She's not Alyssa's dad, but I was induced and they asked me what day, and I picked Jay's birthday, and that's the day that she was born. But anyways, whatever. So it was Valentine's Day weekend, and we were living together, but somehow he decided he was going to make me dinner at his parents' house. His parents had gone away for the evening or something, so he had the house. So when we get there, he tells us we're going to the movies, but we had to go inside to get something or something like that. And I go inside, and he had the whole house lit up in candles. And he had prepared for me this whole dinner. He made me lasagna and salad and everything. It was so, so nice. It was so beautiful because it was so romantic with all the candles burning. That was the first time a guy has ever done anything like that for me. And I found it was so special. And then we exchanged presents. And of course, I got him a birthday / Valentine's Day gift because his birthday was is not too far off from Valentine's Day. And he got me a ring. Now, it wasn't a diamond ring, but it was a ring with a purple birthstone, and it was in the shape of a heart. I don't have the ring anymore. I wish I did. I don't know what I did with that ring. And it was purple, and it was in the shape of a heart, and it was gold. And he told me, because it was the color of his birthstone, which is February, and he told me that every time I look at it, I'll think of him because it was his birthstone, so that's why he picked it. So, yeah, that was my most romantic thing that any guy has ever done for me. I know, sad, eh? But that's the really blunt of it. Jay might have been a cheater, and he did a lot of crazy stuff. But in the end, he was good. He was good to me. I actually ran into him the other day at Walmart. Oh my gosh, I looked like a train wreck. It was hot. My hair was a mess. I was wearing a tank top that I don't usually wear tank tops out. And here he is. in Walmart with his kid buying, like, looking at bikes. I don't know if they actually bought the bike or not. Because then later on I saw him in the store. He was pushing a cart. So I don't know what he was doing, actually, to tell you the truth. But it's nice that I can run into him in the store and we can talk and we can be civil to each other. Because you know what? I don't hate him. Yeah, we didn't work out, whatever. But I don't hate the guy. You know, I have a lot of history with that man. When we're together and not together. We had some crazy fun times together. He was the partying boyfriend. I don't know. Like now he's grown. Like now we're more mature, right? I don't think he parties anymore. Like he has kids now. He's not married to her, but he had kids with this girl. He didn't, and he met her like way after we broke up. So he left me for the one friend, and then they broke up, and then he left me again for my neighbor. That's a whole other story too. The cougar. I called her the cougar. The cougar across the complex. Because I used to live in a co-op. And yeah, she lived on the kitty corner unit of where we lived. And every time, she must have not had like a washing machine dryer in her townhouse. So she would go to the comment unit to do her laundry, and he'd be like, oh, she's looking pretty fine today. And I'd be like, oh, if you think she looks so fine, go be with her. Well, he took me literally. And he left me for her. And then tried to keep it a secret for a while. They both did. So I wouldn't see. But then I figured it out, and then they didn't hide it anymore. But yeah, weren't we the talk of the co-op? Probably. But whatever. I was devastated. Like, he was my first true love. Even though he was after my marriage. Doesn't that sound bizarre? But it's true. I don't think I ever loved my ex-husband. I honestly don't think I did. Like, I don't even remember being romantically involved with him. And obviously I was, because I produced 2 children. But I don't remember, like, maybe because of the way he treated me, I blocked that part of my life. I don't know, because I don't remember. I don't remember much of it at all. He was not a very nice person to me. Now, whether he'd be a nice person to somebody else, I don't know. I don't know how he treated his other ex-wife. Obviously, he couldn't have treated her that well because they're not together. But who knows? It could have been her. Like, I don't know the situation of why they broke up. But he always lies about, because you never can tell, because he tells my kids stuff that aren't true of why we broke up. And he told Tyler that the only way he could be married to me is because he was stoned the whole time we were married. And I'm like, I said to Tyler, he wasn't stoned the whole time we were married. I never seen that guy do drugs while we were married. And first of all, we were so poor. I think I'd know if he was spending money on drugs. So he lies. He tells so many lies. Oh, that man drives me nuts. That's why I don't talk to him anymore. Like, I have no need to talk to him. I just had to fill this up again. Sorry, guys. I don't feel the need to talk to the man anymore. Never, like, my kids are grown up. I don't need to talk to them. they can talk to him. Sarah's more close to her father than Tyler is. Tyler could care two shakes over his dad, and I don't know why. I don't know why he feels like that towards his dad, but it's not my place to say anything, because I don't know. And, like, I don't talk to him. Like, when Luna was born, it was very, very awkward being in the hospital at the same time as he was. And then I'm thinking, oh, birthdays and everything, I'm going to have to see him again. Ugh. You know what I mean? Like, it's one person I really don't want to spend any time with at all. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that was my romantic story for this week. Was my ring that I loved and cherished. That happened in February. And when did we break up? I think the following January. I think that's when we broke up. We broke up shortly after Christmas. I think we had New Year's together. So I'm pretty sure it was mid-January we broke up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then he was with the cougar next door. And then what I find really, really funny is she left him for another guy. And I'm like, karma's a bitch now, isn't it? I said to him. But yeah, isn't it funny how I have so much more stories about Jay than I do of Raymond? Raymond, I have some stories too, but I don't remember if I've told them yet or not. So let me know in the comments below if I've told you about our trip to Elliott Lake. Because that can be a story too about what happened to us in the tent in rain. It was not fun. And then we also went on a trip to, we went twice to Perry Sound. Second time I found it took so long to get to Perry Sound than the first time. Maybe because the first time is when we first started dating and I was just too much in love that I didn't realize how long it took to get there. I don't know, because the second time I'm thinking, holy crap, it's taken a long time to get here. But the last time, we were already in Toronto, and then we headed out to Elliott Lake, to Perry Sound. So maybe that's why it didn't seem so bad. But on the way home, it would have been as long, but so I don't remember. Probably because I didn't want to go home because I just wanted to spend more time with him. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but we went camping the second time. And oh my goodness. Okay, he was a redhead. And you know how redheads are. They're very fair skin. Well, doesn't he decide to have a nap? Lying on the beach. Oh, Alyssa's making noise. Lying on the beach. And doesn't he get burnt to a crisp? Oh, and I tell you, that boy did not take pain or illness very well. You could not be around him when he was sick or if he was in pain or anything, because the whole world was against him. That's one thing about him that drove me mental. And there goes Alyssa's phone off because, you know, she talks to all these different people.
I thought you were going to say guys.
Guys, too.
I deleted it.
Yeah, whatever. But I think I've talked your guys' ears off enough for this Flirty Friday. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And I'm going to continue on working my little tushy off on this painting because I'm really super liking. Like, look at I'm using the plaster and look how beautiful it looks. Come on, guys, you gotta admit it looks pretty darn awesome. Super excited about this painting. You don't even have.
I wonder why.
And then I have my teenager putting her 2 cents in. You know, can I ever film a video without having background noise?
I didn't know you were filming.
Yeah, I'm filming.
I bet you wish it was you in this painting.
Yeah, I do wish it was me in the painting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
What about the one, the other?
Alyssa. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great weekend. Till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.